Thank you so much, Raul. And I mean, tea sounds fantastic. Of course it is. But of course, we have to complement tea with another warm thing. And that is something that we're going to get into right now. Welcome back to another installment of a very special edition. We've got a trilogy of these moments that we call the Culinary Hotline Bling. Ting, ting, ting. I had to give you the operatic version. It's very, very important. Now, we are joined by our favorite chef. Usually they would say one of our favorite chefs, but it's probably our favorite. Don't tell the other chefs. Chef Clem is here. He is on our foodie panel, as always, this morning to help you out and answer any of your culinary conundrums and tackle winter warmers. We all know that we love soup. Trust me, one cloud in the sky and your mommy is making soup or we are making soup. That's how it goes. So do you have any questions on all things in the kitchen or need help getting out of those sticky foodie situations? I have a soup recipe you want to share with us. Please feel free. Join in on the discussion. We've got a new way for you to do it because there's something great about sending through a voice note, isn't there? You can get into your phone and say, Chef Clem, I love you. How do you make chicken soup? It works that way. So here's the WhatsApp line number. It's 063 40 888 63. Voice note now, and I want to start you off with something so beautiful, Chef Clem. Before I even greet you, man, there was a comment that came through via Facebook from Teresa Maika, and Teresa said this, right? My favorite soup is chicken soup. Can't wait to learn more from my favorite chef, Chef Clem. He is good-looking, talented, amazing, gorgeous. I wanted to listen to him all day. Wow. I added some of that, but it doesn't matter because I want to make sure that you feel good.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Thank you. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling so... If I'm smelling chicken soup and the ingredients, though, there's something about the fresh ingredients that kind of make you feel like you're at home, you know? So thank you, Teresa, for that comment. But there is another comment that came through, and this actually gets on to the chicken soup scenario. Now, Shireen Abrams actually said this on Facebook. Good morning, Clem and the team. We like to make vegetable soup at our home, but now we would like to make a chicken soup. So maybe if you can share a recipe with the viewers on Wednesday, isn't that today?
It's today.
It's today, yes, it's today. I love the Culinary Hotline, and I'm looking forward to this coming Wednesday. So it's Wednesday. Are you saying yes to the recipe?
I'm saying yes to the recipe.
Yes.
Chicken soup. I mean, it is mother's penicillin, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Right?
There's something about it, eh?
Everything. Cures a heartbreak.
It does.
It does.
Eh?
It's
like a hug from the inside.
Yes. Tear.
Yes.
Chicken. It's
emotional.
It's like, honestly, people use the word wholesome a lot. But this is wholesome.
I'm smelling the wholesome tastes and flavors, and that's the great thing about chicken soup. But the thing is, I feel like it can be daunting if you're not a soup person. And you know, everybody's tummy has a different way of creating a soup. There's always like some sort of a variety of, oh, you must add this, my boy, you must add that, my boy. You must add, you know, some people throw in barley, some people throw in some other options, but you know, sometimes you just need that one staple and then you can add on from there. So I'm assuming you can give us that base staple.
I'll give you the base.
Okay.
And the good thing is it's very difficult to mess up a soup. It really is, okay? The thing that works on your side the most is time.
Yes.
With time, veggies start breaking down and develop like a whole completely different flavor profile. Chicken, which would normally taste like chicken, gets so much more depth when you slowly cook it. You get the flavor out of the fat, which is the skin, and out of the bones, and out of the meat. So someone's taken the skin off this chicken.
So hold on, are you saying we have Carl chicken?
It's a Carl chicken.
Carl chicken.
It's a Carl. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
The naked chicken recipe.
The naked chicken recipe. If you're avoiding extra fats in your diet, here's the thing. Still cook the chicken in your soup with the skin on at the end, take the skin off. You can get a lot of flavor and texture out of it.
Agreed.
Keep the skin on. Okay, then, what's happening in your fridge right now? If you've got some pumpkin that's looking a bit like, a little sad, put it in the soup. We've got some turnips in here. We just had it in the fridge, we're putting it in.
I love a good turnip.
It's so
Boom, 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 boom. Heaven knows. Sorry. Yes, continue.
That too. Raul walked in at the wrong time. Raul walked in and
he's like, why are you guys singing Heaven Knows? Is that a Joel? Yes, it is. It's Joel in the kitchen. That's what's happening. All right, so we got the turnips.
Okay,
onions that you just throw in there. Onion.
Another thing. Onions. We kept the skin on those, the papery skin on the outside of the onion. When you're making soup, right? Add that papery skin to the soup and just fish it out in the end. You get this like beautiful amber, browny, intense color
like the
flavor.
Like the tannin. Are you saying that you're talking about this outer layer over here? You want this layer here?
Exactly.
add it to the soup.
Add it to the soup and just take it out in the end. Like you spoke about the tannins, it's not just the color. You get flavor out of it.
Wow.
You get flavor out of it. Okay, so leeks go in, and then we got celery.
That's an information leak you just gave us now. Well done. That's fantastic. I had to. Sorry.
You have to.
Yes.
You have to.
Apparently. They call that the plumber's veg.
Leeks.
Yep. Anyway, nice. Yes.
Okay,
What else you
one
got?
thing that's missing that's not here, that I think it's my fault I didn't put in the recipe, Baileys.
Really?
Like 4 or 6 Baileys go in there. Then we're going to go in with some cloves. And here's, again, the little aromatic spices, you can make your own. Like, you really can. This is, okay, there's literally like...
What is that?
6 little peppercorns. Ach, shame. Ach, shame.
Was that deliberate or did the other peppercorns leave with the skin?
When we find the skin, we'll find the peppercorn. Make it like 12 peppercorns, okay?
Okay.
And then salt. So it's really, really, really hard to mess up a chicken soup.
I think Shireen is loving this right now, watching us create this beautiful thing. But I want to fast forward for a second because obviously we have the recipe available for you. Shireen, don't worry about it. It'll be on the website, expressoshow.com. Also, all of the ingredients you need and the method. But just to fast forward, I see that you also have over here some pasta.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Okay, very important. Cold water went in there, not hot water.
Okay.
Cold water went in. As soon as things start softening and the color of the broth starts changing, the last 10 minutes, add your pasta to it and put the lid on.
Great.
There's going to be enough heat in here that's going to continue cooking the pasta. This is the one time you're allowed to go over al dente. Okay?
Yeah, that's true.
This is the one time.
That mouthfeel that you want.
You want that mouthfeel of the soft pasta. That starts shredding the chicken off the bone. We're just curing everything with the soup.
This is beautiful. It really is. Can I tell you something? I'm excited. We've got another couple of parts coming. It is going to be a turn-up. So make sure you stick around for another episode, or should I say another part, of the Culinary Hotline Bling. Ting, ting, ting. Remember, 063 40 8863. Send us a voice note now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
So here we go. We got part 2 for you. I said there's 3 parts, eh? 3 parts. Going to be absolutely sensational this morning. And this morning we are chatting about something very important, which is soup during winter. On your, I have to do this, the Culinary Hotline Bling. Ting, ting, ting. It's got to be a deeper one because of the soup we're making. We're going to get the flavors developed, and we're going to ask you exactly what you need to hear. Because the thing is, sometimes, you know, the soup recipes we have, they get a bit confused. It's passed down through generations. You can't remember that one ingredient. I completely understand. So please join the conversation on our WhatsApp line number. Send us a quick voice note. It's so simple, 063 40 8863, and we'd love to chat to you. So let's get into a recipe. For something so sensational and beautiful. Now, this has been asked about a couple of times. I know that we get a message around oxtail, Semp, and bean soup. That's the recipe that people are looking for.
Right.
Me too.
This recipe comes with a bed, a blanket, and a pillow.
It actually comes with emotional comfort and support. It comes with memories.
Therapy, food therapy.
Therapy.
It is. So it is another very easy recipe to make. I've never met a soup recipe that's complicated. And I think the basis of soup is like get it all in a pot, let it just cook, and let things break down, develop in flavor. And this is one of those recipes where you have to go low and slow. And it takes about 4 hours for that oxtail to fall off the bone. And you want that to happen. Like 90% of the appeal of this recipe is the way that meat falls off the oxtail bone, the way the oxtail gives off flavor. And the first thing you have to do to get that happening is brown off your oxtail. So what I do is if I'm making oxtail soup, I actually season my oxtail the night before. Something magical happens to the meat.
Very true.
And you get so much more flavor out of it when you brown meat that's been seasoned in advance. So
my phone is actually going off. I just want to hit it on voice note. Sorry, my phone's going. Janine from Cape Town sent us a voice note. Just take a listen to this.
Good morning, guys. So I just want to say thank you very much for showing me this recipe. I just made a pot of my mother's old school veg and lamb soup yesterday. So it came out very well, but I do mine with a base of split peas and then everything else get added in. So I will definitely be trying this chicken soup. And I'm just saying that I'm loving your vibes this morning. Awesome. You started my morning off with a bang.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful. The thing is, Janine was just saying that the chicken soup recipe that you've actually shared was perfect. You're going to give it a shot. Split peas is usually her base, which I love too. But I think this one's going to be another one Janine's going to try as well. But in reference to our first recipe, the chicken soup, which is available to you on expressoshow.com if you missed out on that one. Right, we're doing oxtail now and Semp and beans, which is great. So the oxtail is, you can give it a good, like a little braise, a little bit of colour on.
It takes 20 minutes to do that.
Yeah, it does.
Because you want to get some serious, like when you think it's almost burnt, that's what you want out of it. So what I've got here is like pink meat. You don't want that. You want proper dark caramelized meat. Yeah. That's why I don't use stock in this recipe, because you get so much flavor out of the oxtail. You're going in with your onions.
Yeah. And oxtail is one of those meats where you have to go low and slow, because you have to get into all the sort of the fibers and the tendons inside, and you want to break it down beautifully. That's the whole thing. So this is so important. While you're doing that, I feel like you and I are very popular on the voice notes today. We've got another one. So just Abaida's coming through with this one. Let's take a listen to this voice note.
Morning, guys. Happy Africa Day. Yes, we Africans in this continent, we love our food. We have food from every part of the world, actually. We have couscous, we have rice, we love our flatbreads, our rolls, our beans, our curries. And especially here in South Africa, we love our meat. We love our desserts, our melted, our kusistas, our mouth.
Wow.
What did she say?
Well, basically, just to kind of paraphrase, because obviously we're dropping the voice notes quite randomly in the middle of our oxtail recipe, but here's the thing. She was saying about Africa Day and how beautiful it is to have all of these different influences from all over the planet that have been adopted by us and integrated within our recipe, showcasing the openness of the African continent, which means that on a culinary level, we don't have gates up saying that is exactly what you need to do. We actually need to know that we are diverse. We will welcome different types of cuisines, different proteins, different carbs into a recipe in order to actually integrate everybody.
I love that.
It's an inclusive continent on a culinary level, and we must never ever forget about that.
Food is that medium. We don't need to speak the same language to like understand the meaning of a dish. And look at people getting so deep.
I like
Before 7 o'clock, I love it.
And also, Abaida's voice has got that voice, like a story to, like she's got a couple of stories to tell about food, which I love.
I was thinking because it's before 7 o'clock, maybe she's still in bed and she's doing a voice attack.
No. You must do your voice loud and proud. On Africa Day.
You shout.
Now.
You shout.
We are loud and proud here. That's the thing. Okay, so you've done that. You're going to go 20 minutes. You're going to give it some proper color.
Proper color.
Thereafter, I see you got a mirepoix that you put in there as well. So you
tell the people what a mirepoix is and tell them.
I mean, a lot of people have different versions, but I mean, it's celery, it's carrot, sometimes it's onion, and then there's tomatoes people throw in it as well to kind of also add to that. Some people also take any root veg that they have and just to kind of give it a bit more sort of richness or depth or whatever. So I think that's kind of but I think that the staples for me is always the celery, and it's the carrot that goes in and the onion that goes in.
It adds so much flavor and it bulks up your soup. Look at me because it's like a kitchen at home. You know, you just walk around the kitchen with stuff, fill up your pot. Again, cold water is very important. You always want to start with cold water. If you add hot water, you get a murky soup. You don't want that. So start off with cold water. So everything goes into the pot. And again, you forget about it now. Turn it on a low heat, put the lid on, come back in 4 hours, chicken it every now and then.
And done and dusted.
You're good.
Great. Okay, so before you open that, I want to open a voice note. Sorry, I'm loving the fact that this vibe is coming through, man.
Send it through.
One more. Let's take a listen to this one.
Morning, Chef Clem and Expresso team. I'm Borsie here from Veldrift in the Western Cape. I would just like to ask a question. Why do you make such a lekker food in the morning at 6:30? When I need to get ready for work, I'm sitting like a child watching cartoons and Christmas thingies. So please let me know, how must I get through my day with all this lekker food?
I don't know, do you want to answer? I mean, I could answer, but I feel like you should answer. So would you want to go into it?
I feel like you're starting the day off on the high note. It gives you something to look forward to when you get home. You know, soup's happening today. And to walk out the door hungry, not just for food, but for life. I think that's important. Look at me just pretend.
Look at you go. That's just stunning, honestly.
I like doing like this, doing the segments this early in the morning. I feel like it really sets you up for the day. You have enough time to plan. Okay, cool. Gonna stop at Woolies, gonna get this. Get home, start cooking it. So next week we're gonna start at 4 a.m.
Okay.
Just to get you ready for
you're
it.
on your own there.
Because all the camera guys are like, no!
You are on your own at 4 a.m. Anyway, okay, so what Chef Tim's going to do is going to finish this up. You're going to add some of the Semp and beans that is available over here. Remember, all the recipe ingredients are there for you, plus the method, of course, on expressoshow.com. Any other voice notes, any other comments? If you're feeling like the vibes in Africa Day, remember this number, 06340 88863. We'd love to hear your voice on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Okay, the final segment is here, and I know you've been waiting for it this morning on the Culinary hotline. Bling, ting, ting, ting. The thing is, we're looking for voice notes today. I know you've got a culinary conundrum over there, and that's why Chef Clem is here. The soups that we're doing today are hearty, they're beautiful, they're wholesome. Remember this number, 06340 88863, if you have any questions. We were busy with an oxtail soup. We just needed to add our Semp and beans to it a little earlier. If you missed out on the recipe, go to expressoshow.com. We got it all there. Chef Clem, voice notes are going to come through. Comments have already come through all over. Let me share a few of those with you. So there's Jasmine Kaname. I got this off Facebook saying, my favorite soup is the normal veggies one with all the favorite flavors attached to it, and the smooth butternut one with a spiciness to it. I love spicy. So do I. My butternut soup must have kick.
A little bit of that heat.
It's got it.
It's like, it doesn't have to scream, but just like a little bit of that warmth in it. Just
you know why?
Elevates it.
I'm going to tell you something, and I know it sounds weird, but I just feel that if there's no bite to it or not enough texture to a butternut soup, I just feel like it's been made for a baby to consume. That's why the spice kind of helps a lot.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's the most important. And then, of course, we've got Lydia Malan saying, nothing better than pea and ham soup drizzle with a touch of fresh cream coming through. Josephine Pickstone saying, love soup, Semp and beans, pumpkin, butternut, tomato, soup, and the list goes on. And then Auntie Jocelyn coming through. Good morning, Chef Clem. Jocelyn loves you. My all-time favorite soup is split pea soup or Semp and beans. It's the heritage. It's the Africa Day vibes coming through today.
And the thing is, back in the day when people made Semp and bean soup, you had to soak your Semp, soak your beans, go through the process, and became like a 48-hour operation. Whereas now, you can buy it in the can. And that's why I didn't dust my oxtail in flour, because when I do add the Semp and beans, that starch that's in there is going to thicken up the soup and add richness. And there's a few little tricks you can do, like when you're making a vegetable soup. Sometimes you lack that depth.
Yes.
Worcester sauce is vegetarian. Add that to your veggie soup, and it gives you that instant umami burst. Also, mushrooms, roast them off. And I'm not talking about like a whole pan of mushrooms, like half. Roast it off and then add it to the soup. The depth you get out of it is amazing. You will not miss meat at all. And if you are using meat,
you know, and that's the thing. So if you miss the umami, I think that's where the meat flavor comes from, you know. Yeah, that's the thing. You miss it. But when you have soup, don't you miss umami?
Don't you? Oh, you know those old school soup bowls that have the recipe on the side?
Yes.
Guys,
I had those. If you didn't have those bowls growing up, dude, come on.
Guys, if you have those bowls, everybody's like nodding in the studio. Take a picture and post it on Facebook. We want to see those bowls. We're gonna bring back the retro stuff.
That's the heritage I'm talking about.
That's the heritage.
And you ate from that. I don't know, but the thing is, once again, you'd always have like somebody in the family that wouldn't follow that recipe on the bowl. Because it's not like, you know, the grandmother used to make it, which is, it's okay to have that. It's so beautiful. But obviously, you're going to finish off the oxtail a little bit earlier. You did lots of color on it. You got the mirepoix that came through in there. Then, of course, you filled it with water, not hot water. Otherwise, it goes cloudy. So you got the cold water, so it stays clear. And now you're going to add the Semp and beans to make sure that you finish it off. And you're going to go in that pot, cast iron pot preferably. I'm just assuming. And you go how long?
4 hours.
4 hours.
This only goes in the last 20 minutes.
Perfect.
20 to 30 minutes. There is another hack of how you can elevate flavor in your soup with again, a few ingredients, and it just takes it from a 10 to a 25.
How?
Gremolata. You and I was talking about this. Gremolatas are the most underrated way of adding so much flavor to food. What we've got is essentially it's garlic, lemon zest, and parsley. However, we had some leftover celery stalks. We chopped that up, and that's in there. That's what's in there right now. When you do make a gremolata, don't forget to add the lemon zest. There's so much flavor in the lemon zest. So, Carl.
And oils as well, hey?
The oils.
It's just so good.
If you don't have a microplane.
Yes.
Talking about a throwback.
Use
your box grater.
Yes, of course you can.
Absolutely. So you do it on the fine side. When you start seeing white, stop. When it's white, it ain't right.
That's why I do my rotations. So when I do
rotation.
I do my rotations on it so that you actually just get the skin just off.
The lighter color is called the pith, and it's very.
Excuse me?
Not a bad word.
Okay.
It's not a bad word. It's very bitter, and it's going to actually add too much bitterness to your soup. So you just want the vibrant yellow, the actual skin on the outside, the zest. You want that to go in there.
So at the moment, are you saying that I'm taking the pith?
Don't take the pith. Call Westy.
I'm just asking if you
don't
just all right.
take.
Hey, Chantal sent us a voice note.
Did she? Chantal?
Yes.
Good morning there, Chef Clem. This is Chantal from the Strand. I just want to let you know that I think your chicken soup that you showed this morning looks so divine, and I just love watching you cook.
Thank you, Chantal, all the way from Strand. I love that. And that's the thing about chicken soup. It looks very plain in that pot.
Yeah.
Because we haven't browned things off. We haven't, like, intensified flavor.
Yes.
That's where we rely on the time. And the thing is, that soup, I mean, if we look at it, is so intense with flavor by the time you're done cooking it, that it actually does, it blows your mind how much flavor we develop just because of time spent in the pot. So, oxtail soup,
yes.
When you serve it up, that's when you add a little bit of gremolata to the top. Because you've got fresh leaves in there, if you add it to the soup itself, it's going to flavor it, but the leaves are going to lose its texture.
The thing is, because you've got a lot of the rich flavors coming through, a lot of the fats from the oxtail, so you want to break that, and that's why the citrus in here and the freshness of the herbs are coming through as well, which is so beautiful. Chef Clem, this has been a three-part, a trilogy of our session with the Culinary Hotline bling. Ting, ting, ting! Join us again next time. If you've got any conundrums, please send them to our Facebook page. Alternatively, just drop us a beautiful Africa Day message around your favorite African dishes, and we'd love to give them a shot in your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Do remember the number as well. Keep it with you. Save it on your phone as Expresso. All you have to do is 063 40 88863. Send through the voice notes, and we'd love to chat to you again. Chef Clem, you're
Isn't that Raul de Mornay's actual cell phone number?
It's actually his number we stole. Yeah.
So if you want to send Raul a voice note, that's his cell phone number.
That's it. Get it now.